One of you. Come on, be watching. Come on. This is your work. Oh, yeah. No. Listen. Yeah, Mr. Talk.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, happy weekend. This is Bystanders at the Newsstand. I am Christian Chuko on this wonderful edition of the program. Yeah, I have my committed analyst here this morning. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. I would say once again a big welcome. Thanks for your patience this morning. Thanks for your patience this morning. Thanks for your patronage. Thanks for listening to Flip TV. We appreciate you over the years for being part of this wonderful program. I want to say that we have to look at the topics this morning. I have the Daily Trust, with me, and I also have the Saturday Tribune, Daily Trust and the Saturday Tribune this morning. Okay, what does the Daily Trust have to say for us? We have what meet the man behind the 1,000 naira Valentine couples dinner. Okay, that is on the side. Abakari, fear grips top police officers as NDLEA deepens probe. Fear grips top police officers as NDLEA deepens probe. How lack of camps worsen plight of displaced persons. How lack of camps worsen plight of displaced persons. In Sokoto, IDPs live in makeshift tents. In Sokoto State, IDPs live in makeshift tents. It compounds wars in Zamfara, Katsina, as the lack of camps compounds wars in Zamfara and Kaduna. Many occupy uncompleted buildings in Kaduna. Many occupy uncompleted buildings in Kaduna. Victims lament negligence in Niger. Victims lament negligence in Niger. Okay, Rod Field take over Uniport Teaching Hospital. That is not a news when it comes to our teaching hospitals in Nigeria. Rod Field take over Uniport Teaching Hospital. Electoral Act 23 CSOs give Buhari 5-day ultimatum to assent. Electoral Act 23 CSOs give Buhari 5-day ultimatum to assent. Okay, that is for Daily Trust this morning. Let's go straight to the Saturday Tribune. I have with me 17 burnt to death in Lagos Ibadan expressway accident. 17 burnt to death in Lagos Ibadan expressway accident. Afenifere Akeredolu, we won't compromise Southwest security. Afenifere and Akeredolu is saying that we won't compromise Southwest security. Amotekun being used to harass Northerners, Arewa youth, saying that Amotekun is being used to harass Northerners. That is from Arewa youth. Malam Adamu get ASU to call off this strike. Malam Adamu get ASU to call off this strike. He will wave the magic wand so as to get ASU to call off the strike. Oshun 2022, fear of violence as APC choose candidate today. Fear of violence as APC choose candidate today. Law will deal with troublemakers. State government law will deal with troublemakers, say state government. We are battle ready. Police and NSCDC talk tough. We are battle ready. Police and NSCDC, they talk tough on that one. Okay, let's say Buhari demands European Union sanctions against Coupists. Buhari demands European Union sanctions against coup plotters. And lastly, Alawa Akala, we will immortalize Alawa Akala Makinde. We will immortalize Alawa Akala Makinde, where we had the burial service of the former governor in Oyo State. In attendance, the wife, Kemi Alawa Akala, Pastor Mrs. Florence Alawa Akala, Olamiju Alawa Akala, Hadiza, and Mr. Kunle Alawa Akala at the burial service of former governor of Oyo State, Otumba Adebayo Alawa Akala, held at Beulah Baptist Center, Agumosho. That is yesterday. Okay. Afrima has given Africa's music global acclaim. Afrima has given Africa's music global acclaim. That means from Mike, Dada. I have my analyst this morning. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Yeah, Christian. But what is good about the morning in a society where people continue to die as a result of the mismanagement and misgovernance on the part of the said government, Nigerian government. The death of these 17 uh, uh, travelers,
Guys in Ibadan.
just very close to here, is unfortunate and is an unavoidable death.
Yeah. Okay.
If the government have done the needful, that Lagos Ibadan Expressway has claimed millions of lives over the decades, and yet successive government refuse to do the needful.
Okay.
You see, this is an act of wickedness on the part of human to humanity. What does it take to fix? Just
How many years?
I can't imagine. I can't fathom the the mystery behind this. Is it that they designed it, they allowed it in such a deplorable state so that they will be using it to sacrifice to their dead gods? Government upon government. This one will come and stay 8 years. You cannot fix a common road, a common road. You have bitumen in abundance and people are dying. You see? You can't even dualize it and it's very unfortunate, honestly.
And you see, it's recurrent every year. Every month, somebody must die in that.
It's every year.
The recurrent stuff. Ibadan Expressway is the recurrent stuff. We just
17 people burnt to death.
a place like that.
You see? And you expect their families and loved ones to be happy with the Nigerian state. You see? You know how viable or how motorable that place is. I mean, the capacity of people that use that, the road users. And you have refused to fix that road. And you have to blame the devil for the death of these ones. And you don't, Buhari should not be blamed for the death of these ones. It's the devil that occupies the southwestern region that should be blamed. And the demons are probably the Ogun who failed to protect people within the western region.
Okay,
it's very unfortunate and
Buhari demands EU.
Very sad indeed.
Buhari demands EU sanctions against Coupists at the European Union summit.
Well, that can be obtainable in Nigerian state, where, of course, the pot calls the kettle black. It's unfortunate. Buhari is a man, is a Cooper, is somebody who, under the Nigerian constitution, if truly Nigeria is a workable system, should not have been given the opportunity. By the way, he should have been killed because treason offense is a capital offense in Nigeria. So he shouldn't even have the right to live because he committed the same treason against the Nigerian state. In 31st of December 1983. But that is a coup that unseats a democratically elected executive president. And now what he did, he didn't even feel any sense of remorse. He didn't even apologize for toppling the government. And after 30-something years, he still have the opportunity to come and preside over a country which he destroyed. He overthrew both the constitution and the entire system. And now he's now telling the EU to go after the Coupists.
Somebody said Buhari has no moral justification to demand Coupist sanctions because he was once a Coupist. He trumpeted democracy in Nigeria in 1983.
That is what I'm saying. He has no moral justification. He lacks the integrity to even comment on such issues or matters that borders on transparency or democratic setting, because he was once a beneficiary of such a flawed system, and nobody had prosecuted him. But Gideon Oka, Gideon Oka was executed. Gideon Oka did the same thing. Maybe because he was from Benue region, Midway, what do you call it? Mid-Betters. So that's why he should be executed. And Buhari is from the Caliphate, so he's above the law.
No, he's not above the law.
If he's not above the law, why is he still parading himself as the president of Nigeria? Immunity. Who gives him immunity after I'm sitting a democratically elected executive president?
The generals cannot be touched.
The generals cannot be touched. By implication, you are confirming or affirming to the fact that there are some people who are seem to be above the law. Yeah, the generals, by your own assertion, is very unfortunate that even the journalists could.
That is what is flying all around.
Okay, that is what they are.
Independence.
What is flying and what is acceptable?
The generals we have, the Babangidas, the Absalamis, the Obasanjos, how many of them have been tried for their alleged crimes?
That is why I maintain that Nigeria is. You don't have a system. It's very unfortunate as a Nigerian. So and you can no longer trust this system. Look at a military man coming like, please can you invite him here so that he can tell us why the state of insecurity in Nigeria remains unabated. And you can see him also. It's very unfortunate that the system is dead already.
Okay.
And there's no hope for an average person in Nigeria.
How lack of camps worsen plight of displaced persons. In Sokoto State, IDPs live in makeshift tents. Many occupy uncompleted buildings in Kaduna. Victims lament negligence in Niger State. You can see an IDP camp. You can see the situation, the dire situation they are in.
Oh, what a horrible state. You can see it for yourself that Nigeria is no country to be desired.
No, the leaders are not,
within its own territory. Her supposed citizens are scoring for safety. Their life are not secured. Within your own territory, this is an internal crisis that is already engulfing, eating up the entire system. See how human beings have been treated, have been subjected to such level of cruelty across the entire state, especially the northern region. So got to look at how human beings can live. And in there you have children, you have exposed to such level of vulnerability. And someone will still want me to believe in the system called Nigeria. What kind of madness and rascality? What kind of impunity is this? Children are being raped and killed. Nobody caters or cares for them. Within their own country, this is not an external rift. It's not an external combat or crisis. They are running from their own communal setting. And unfortunately, there is no safe haven for them. This is a country where billions have been expended. This is a country where the government is interested in, of course, in embezzling and could not cater for. Look at how vulnerable they are, and they are hungry and they could not be catered for. They are just left at the mercy of whatever happens to them. Everybody to himself, God to us all. And unfortunately, God is very far, more farther from the Nigerian state than ever before.
Okay.
And it's very unfortunate that these people are left to bear such a unfortunate incident, which of course they are not responsible for the calamity that have befallen them. So the result of the injustice and mismanagement and misgovernance on the part of the state government. That's why I cannot continue to believe in this system.
Okay.
Nigeria is gone because its own people or citizens are dogs cannot live in such dehumanizing and demeaning states. It's very unfortunate.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie. I have okay. I have Mr. Charles. Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning. Good morning, our listeners all over the world. My name is I'm still your servant, Charles Chipoyode.
Okay. How is today going?
I will bless God. You can see the weather. The weather is just changing faces. As in, if care is not taken out,
Let's start with have you seen an IDP camp before in the north? Have you seen an IDP camp in the north before?
Yes. Yes.
How does the environment look like?
You cannot compare a camp that has been built several years ago in Nigeria with present dispensation, because most of the people, as long as they have no economic value, whatever they are achieving from that particular camp, everything will just be, everything is going to destroy,
abandon everybody,
abandon everything. So when I was opportunity to be there, what I saw was nothing to write home about, because it was very, very dilapidated. The state of dilapidation was very, very high, because almost all the houses, we found out almost all the roofs, the houses, the buildings have just gone down. It has collapsed. So I strongly believe the government is simply doing this because there's nothing like no economic value they are not achieving from such particular camp that was set by the former president, Bin Abibi. Because if there's something they need to achieve from that particular camp, believe me, I trust my government. They will go there, because what they are after just to embezzle public funds, and that's just it.
Okay, say some IDP live in makeshift. Look at the environment.
Yes,
look at the deplorable environment they are living in. Many occupy uncompleted buildings in Kaduna. Who is now responsible for their well-being?
That's
the IDP. Who is responsible for their well-being?
IBB, right?
IDP. IDP.
Well,
internal space.
I don't know. Even when you are talking about their houses is being what? Come back with your question. Come with your question again. You said.
I said some of them live in makeshift tents. Makeshift. Makeshift is something just.
Yes, I understand.
Why some occupy uncompleted buildings? I'm asking who should be responsible for their welfare.
My brother. Yeah, they said how some people say they own this country, right? And they are solely in control of whatever that's going on in this country. You don't ask yourself, it's very, very hard and difficult for you to say Yoruba man there. Listen, I'm coming to your question. It will be very, very difficult for you to see a Yoruba man and an Igbo man in this kind of condition. Even if you go to East, an Igbo man with two eyes closed, and he doesn't have legs, he will have something doing. Unlike when you go to Agege here, you find out that most of the people you see are really the outside people. A woman was caught a few days ago. I will still come back to your question. I'm coming, Mr. Christian. A woman was caught few days ago
500,000
with 500,000 naira
$100
and $100.
A beggar.
A beggar. Meanwhile, as a graduate, there's so many graduates in this country that are looking for not only 50,000 naira to start up something and they will blow up, but 500,000 naira was caught in the hands of a beggar, even with $100. And they asked her. I listened to the interview. They asked her a question. Why? What are you doing with this? She said, this is how she normally comes to Abuja here to beg for money. And most of these people here in Buhari, they normally give her 5,000, 10,000. And then once the money, she has gathered the money and it has come in country, what she does was to travel to a Danji. There's a place called Danji in Zaria. She will travel to Danji. When she spent all the money, she will still come back to that particular spot at Abuja to continue her.
What happened to where did she get the $100 from?
Where does she get? That is people free will, because you know that
$100 in Nigeria.
See, my brother, let me tell you, we have most of these politicians. They are the ones that can do that. They have so many places where they say replace their money. Now, back to your question. You were asking me what really happens to most of these people. That, are we to blame the government or who to blame? In another way around, you blame the government. Are you getting me? In another way around, you blame their own selfish interest, because some of them, they are not contented with what they have. They are not willing to work. Are you getting me? You cannot see an Igbo man misbehaving like this. You can never see a Yoruba man misbehaving like this. You can never see somebody from Kogi, all those asses, misbehaving, subjecting to himself to an absence of what begging. Are you getting my point? Now, somebody that was meant, my brother, I was at Owore, was it 2 years ago? I saw a man who doesn't have 2 legs, but he was still busy doing one or two business or the other. But a Hausa man is looking for a little deficiency for him to start begging on the streets. Go to Agege here. You know what they normally do to them? A situation whereby I'm telling you where the government should be blamed. Do you know what they normally do? They will look at most of these beggars. Do you know that these beggars are paying most of these governmental officers? I stayed at Agege, you know that. Do you know what they normally do? They will gather them. Once they have gathered the money down, the government will now look at these people. It's like these people, they don't gather the money small. They'll just come with their convoy, say they want to arrest. There was a boy that was arrested here. That guy that normally sleep on the floor. Huh? Are you getting me? That guy that normally sleep here. Are you getting me?
That guy that used to...
They arrested him. When they arrested the guy, they took him to a place like Ikorodu. Are you getting me? They took him to Ikorodu. When they took him to Ikorodu, they still brought him back simply because they wanted to collect money from him.
So they're using him to make...
Are you getting me? These are government. They are using most of these beggars to collect money. Are you getting me? They are using them to extract most of their monetary aspect, because if the government are not to be blamed, who is to blame? Because you have not set some, if you should come out and tell these people that they shouldn't stay here again, they will not come out. But once you tell them that they shouldn't stay here, at a point you start collecting money from them. It means that you have something that you're collecting from them that is mainly, they have every right to say whatever they want to say. Are you getting me? So the truth is,
it's unfortunate that a person will become a refugee in a country.
In his own country. That is just the point, and it's not supposed to be like that.
It's unfortunate. Okay, 17 born to death in Lagos about the expressway accident.
That's accident, my brother.
Continuous accident.
That is what we are asking, that God should always give us every morning when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you need to do is just to pray to God that God should save you. God should protect you wherever you are going, simply because not even only there.
But over there, they don't pray that prayer. The roads are good. They have good roads.
In Western world, it's not that there's nothing like accident in the Western world. But those accidents can easily be, it can easily be curtailed, not like here. Are you getting me? A country whereby most of these tanker drivers walks around on the streets in the daytime. You don't see that in the Western world. Are you getting me? Somebody was telling me a few days ago that at what do you call it, that a tanker just fell down right from flyover, and he fell down on top of people walking around the street there. Now, this is a tanker. That is why if you go to Ibadan, they said the tanker should not be moved. A tanker should not be moved in the daytime, simply because they want to find out and lasting and curtail most of these movements of tankers. Now, by so doing, there are so many means in which you can be able to curtail most of these accidental stuff like that. Now, you are the level of accident. The road is not even normal. The road is not good. Look at the road.
Some people, their cars are not okay, but they put it on the road.
Yes, even if that is exactly.
They are managing their vehicles, and they now
whose function and whose duty is to do that, to find out that whether this car is okay or not.
It is the individual.
Even if it is an individual, you as somebody who is one of the road safety.
Your car. Won't you put your car in order?
Even if it is your car, let me tell you, most of this road safety, they will cut you and they find out that this is your car and it's not supposed to be there. This car is supposed not to be on the road. This car was not supposed to be flying on the streets. This guy was not supposed to be going on the streets of most of this Nigeria. They will still allow you simply because you are giving them something. Yes, you as an individual, you should be able to know that once you wake up in the morning, you should be able to know that the first thing you do, if you really want to move on with your car, is to find out if this car has a little deficiency within a period of time that you have packed it up.
Okay.
But if it doesn't have, now if it has, now it's time for you not to bring it out. But you find out that most of them, once the car has a deficiency, they'll still bring it out. And you, as a road safety man, you look at it as this.
The Nigerians don't take care of their cars.
That is just it.
Nigerians have a part to play.
And Nigeria has a lot of part to play.
Nigerians.
And what are the functions of the road? Most of these, they said road safety, and they all after collecting money from, you just drive, they collect money from you. They also have a function to play.
They want to collect money from you, not that they want you to obey the law.
They also have a function to play.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. I'm Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, all eyes is set on Osun State. Fear of violence as APC chooses candidate today.
Okay.
One bring it down.
Thank you for having me. Matthew is the name once more. What I can understand is it is a clash of interests between Asiwaju,
Is it Ashwaji or Yetola and Aragbeshala?
between Asiwaju and Aragbeshala. But I think what is paramount in the whole of the issue in Osun State is if our democracy is running on the tenets of democracy, I don't think we'll be seeing what we are seeing. Because by our standards, we know that the electorates, in this case, the party members, if they are going by direct primary, or the party executive and the delegates, they are going by indirect primary, they are the ones that are eligible to vote in that primary. So if that is the case, I don't see any reason we should be seeing this level of disagreement, fighting between the political gladiators.
In the same party?
No, whether in the same party or not, that is not the issue. Is if the electorates, if the delegates, if the party members who are the legitimate delegates to vote in the election are the ones that will determine the candidate or the party, you will not see the political gladiators fighting over it. We are seeing the political gladiators fighting because they have reduced Nigerian democracy to a level where one man will sit in the at the comfort of his house and determine who is a candidate of a political party and determine who is a delegate to vote in an election. Because there is lack of internal democracy in all the major political parties in Nigeria. Because if you put forward a good candidate and they have sold their manifesto to the party members or the delegates, as the case may be, whether direct primary or indirect primary, then the fight should have been shifted to how to lobby the party members, how to lobby the party executives who are eligible to vote in that primary.
Okay.
But the situation where in Nigeria, kingmakers are already, the kingmakers are themselves kings. In a state society, you differentiate between the party and the people who are running for office. In other words, you differentiate between the king and the kingmakers. But in Nigeria, you will see, for instance, they will tell you that the president is the president and the leader of the party. In that circumstance, under such scenario, who can call Mr. President to order? In PDP, in APC, they will tell you that if you are the governor and the leader of the party in that state. If you're a local government chairman, whether in APC or PDP, they will tell you that you are the chairman and the leader of that party in that local government, which is wrong.
So what you're saying that Oyesola now is the leader?
That is by implication. That is what it means. And the way we see our political system being surrounded to one man, that is the reason you see individuals fighting. So I think if we need to deepen our democracy, we should ensure that all the tenets of democracy as defined by people who design democracy should play out in Nigeria. And if you are allowed to play out, as at the last count, what I understand is that if we are going by the last electoral amended electoral law, the party have leverage to use whether direct or indirect primary or consensus. To that extent, the delegates, if they are using direct primary, party members are eligible to vote.
Okay.
And if party members are eligible to vote, it's not Tinubu or Aragbeshala who should determine where they are voting, because they will vote based on their conviction.
If they had signed the electoral bill, what do you think will have happened in this?
They would have been guided by the electoral bill. But hence it has not been signed into law, they will be relying on the existing electoral law. But generally speaking, what I'm saying is that our democracy is not growing. because we are still at that stage where we are nursing strong man. Like we used to have a strong man of Ibadan politics. And when you do that, you are not, the democracy is not evolving. Because they say he who pays the piper, he takes the tone. Don't be surprised that by the time you will see PDP coming up with their delegates, you see APC coming up with their delegates, you will see one strong man sit somewhere in a particular jurisdiction, maybe a state, senatorial district, a federal constituency. You will see an individual determining who and who will make the delegate list of a party.
Who may determine who wins today? Who may determine who wins today?
Why it is dicey is this. It is yet APC leadership direction have not been defined. Going by nature of Nigerian politics, PDP and APC, if you have the control of the party at the national, you can determine virtually what happens at the state level. But where it stands, the direction of the leadership has not been defined. So it is difficult to say whether they are working for Tinubu, whether they are, the current leadership of the party, whether they are in good relationship with Tinubu or they are in good relationship with what's it called, Adebeshola. Okay. But whether we like it or not, Tinubu have overbearing influence in APC. Okay, so to that extent, I think you have what it takes to determine who gets what. But again, there's another issue in that state. Okay. Because if you look at the current governor, he's a member of the current committee headed by Manapuni. So to that extent, it's like he's going to be a judge in his own case. Because the current governor, Yetola, is a member of that convention and extraordinary that committee headed by Manapuni, the governor of Yobe State. He's a member. So in a nutshell, when they will be looking at the modality for the primary, the delegates that will vote is a delegate election. Even if it's a situation where all cadre members of the party will be voting, they will have the right to determine who and who is in that register. So to that extent, I don't see Adebeshola camp defeating Oyetola because of that singular privilege of being a member of the ruling class in that political party.
Buhari demands European Union sanctions against Coupists.
I don't think Buhari is justified to say that. Because Buhari himself is on record.
Is it because he had a...
It's on record that Shagari's government, a democratically elected president, Mr. Buhari, as a military junta, truncated that government. So to that extent, I don't think he's justified to start calling Coupists names, to start calling on European Union to sanction Coupists, because it's like attacking himself, because himself is a Coupist.
What?
Whether I say was, he did it, and it's on record that if we had allowed democracy to start striving since that time of Shagari, and there was they didn't truncate it, we would have evolved beyond where we are. Okay, democracy would have grown beyond this stage. But the way it stands, we had a situation where the likes of IBB, who one time ruled as a military head of state, we had the likes of Abacha, we had the likes of even Buhari himself. All of them, they are not justified to speak in that manner. The person who is most justified is Obasanjo. The reason is not far-fetched. And Obasanjo did not overthrow any government. An opportunity played out where he was called upon to lead the country. And the same Obasanjo handed over to a democratically elected president in the person of Shagari. And Buhari did not allow the government to stay. I don't know whether because he's power hungry or what I cannot explain. He truncated that government. He's not telling EU to sanction Coupists, where he himself
he's afraid of a coup in Nigeria.
If he's afraid of coup in Nigeria, he should do the needful. The needful is to make sure that you allow democracy to strive. Okay. You allow the tenants of democracy to strive. Because in Nigeria, the way it stands, there is no rule of law.
Lastly, is the spate of accidents on our roads, who do you blame? Is it negligence of the drivers or the roads?
It's both. One, the government have a big percentage, a larger percentage. Because most of the roads you see are not motorable. You see at every regular interval, you see potholes. And we have FEMA, who by our standard is getting their money from first line charge. And they are not doing the needful by fixing the roads as and when due. Then if you look at the part of the drivers, these are most accidents happen because of recklessness on the part of the driver. Because by the time a driver who perhaps is drinking on steady will not be careful enough to notice pothole. So you see that it's a combination of bad road and attitude of drivers. Because most drivers, they drink while driving. And by the time somebody who drinks while driving, he cannot articulate as fast as somebody who is with his normal senses.
Okay.
So for me, the drivers have part of the blame and the government have a larger part of the blame. Because if the roads are motorable, if you don't see these potholes that is avoidable, the drivers would have, the accident would have been minimized. And another factor is because of quest to make money. Some drivers would have gone for a trip, needed some rest. Instead of resting, because you want to make more money, you will not sleep, you will go on another trip. In some cases, you see a driver trying to doze off. Before you know it, before he realizes himself, the vehicle is off the track.
Okay.
So
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Matthew, I have Edo. It's not.
Good morning, my brother. You know, say we always sorry and
Okay.
sorry and
Edo, good morning.
yeah, good morning, my brother. Good morning. Today is weekend, Saturday. I pray for every one of us here, and you are watching me right now in Okwastan, Lagos State of Nigeria. My name is Lucky Eyaguna. I don't know the Lagos. That's my nickname. I want to thank you that this weekend, as we are about to enter the new week, God will bless you, bless me, bless every one of us in Jesus' name. May God bless you as you are watching me. Sir Taiwo and my brothers and sisters all abroad in Nigeria, anywhere they are, may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
My name is Lucky Eyaguna. Thank you.
Bakari, fear, grief, stop police officers as NDLEA deepens probe.
You see, every time we have one issue, before you know, another issue will come because some area of selfishness, hatred, tribalism. We are talking about Abakari conniving with the other guy in America. Us puppy. That matter has not resolved. That matter has not been solved. Another one is coming on. What are they waiting for? Abakari supposed to have taken to court by now, or sent to America to go face his charges there. Now you are not bringing drugs. It's a way of delaying the whole process.
No, they want to delay it.
That is the way of delaying the process. Before you know, they'll start charging him of drugs. Before you know, drug is available first in Nigeria here. And the case will last. At the end, Buhari will go to end up forgetting the case. Are you aware the man, when Jonathan was there, the EFCC boss, whether I forget his name, one guy like that, today, where is he? They say he eats trillions. Now, where is Marco now? So many cases like that. So, this was a way of delaying tactics in Nigeria here. So, drug or no drugs, this and that, all I know is that as far as say you are them, you are them. Donate way to resolve it.
The evidence against him, I don't think I escaped this.
How many evidence have we ever get? We get so many evidence at the end, they end up because they are brothers. There is no way Aboki will allow any Aboki to transfer to America. It's not possible. I'm telling you, go and write it down.
There's an Aboki that indicted the Abakari.
Aboki that indicted Abakari, the case will end on. Bet me and you will still come back again. Start discussing this in next year. I tell you, we will still come back and start discussing this in next year. They won't do Abakari anything. They will never do. Go and write it down. It's safe. But if it is Igbo man or a Edo man, All Yoruba man, by now, the head must have gone away. They must have taken it to anywhere.
They say they want to keep him in Nigeria. Somebody saying they want to keep him in Nigeria.
I told you now. That is the same thing I'm saying. Leave that case. That case is dead.
If that is so,
on arrival.
it's unfortunate.
And that is why, because his brother is there. My brother. If this Igbo man now, they will go and show him where he's hiding. Somebody, an Igbo land, show army where Kano is hiding. That's why they'll be able to go there. Nigeria here, in southeast, southwest, they're easy to set their brother because of money. But it is not. Very rare. Check the cases they have it. So that's it.
When we talk about accidents in Nigeria, who do you blame? Is it the bad roads or the drivers themselves?
Number one, I blame the government for them not fixing road. Number two, I blame the BIO, who they call motor inspection, BIO. Because if you check the motor the BIO used to are very bad. And before you can check motor, why don't you check the road? I mean, if the road is bad, you have bad vehicle tires and other things. Now, if the road is good, very easy. And you blame the government because the government are not doing their right thing. Tomorrow, the road safety will come out. I say, your speed limit, don't speed. Now, when you go to express, you see road safety collecting money. See BIO collecting money. Let me give you a sample. During Ambode time in Lagos State, Ambode abolished BIO, road safety, and LASMA. And the people tried normal. There was no problem. But the moment that they bring BIO, Sanwo-Olu, bring road safety, bring this thing, and no road safety, they start pursuing vehicle. By the time you start pursuing vehicle, what happened in the grammar school? When you start pursuing the vehicle, either that driver is a drunkard, he will like to lose control to run away and kill more people. So I blame the government for that thing because they are not doing well. They are not doing their job. That is the reason why. And again, they don't check those vehicles. They don't check them. Let me give you an example. If you go to road, or this Erua road, you see police, you see checking point. What they always do, they don't stop them for. They don't stop all these commercial vehicles. They look for these fine vehicles who are good. They stop them asking particulars. Instead of them to check all these transporters who are drinking. Today, NTLA should go to every bus stop. You see these women still selling paraga, selling ogogoro, selling Igbo, selling this in bus stop. So who are they blaming? I blame the government because government only make policy, they don't follow the policy. And police, army, council, all this money is our taxpayer that used to pay them. And they are not doing the job. All this killing, you have SSS, you have police, you have army, have police, have civil defense. All the which America has not gotten. We have everything. They are not doing their job. They are just collecting money. I blame the government. For accident, I blame the government. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky.
I have not finished now.
Okay, one more question.
I see party.
Okay, fear of violence as APC choose candidates today.
The way PDP scatter 2014, 2015, is the way APC scatter.
Are you praying for them?
Yes, I pray for them. You know why I pray for them? I will not pray good prayer for them. I will pray bad prayer for them. The reason is that he said old people. Yotola is an old man. Be brought by Tinubu, be brought by the Arebeshola. But today, Nemesis have cut 3 of them. So now they are looking for who will be, who will not be. The way PDP scatter like a chicken, the same thing APC will scatter like pieces pinned.
Yeah.
Thank you in Jesus' name.
Yeah, amen.
That's the difference between the gentleman.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. David.
Good morning to
Do
you, Mr.
you support what Lucky is saying?
What is it?
The way PDP scattered in 2014, that's the way APC is going to scatter before 2023.
That's if they cannot, if the party cannot organize themselves. You see what's transpired, what made APC won the 2020 election. was just all of this conflict and rancor in the part in the PDP had internal crisis. So if APC cannot manage their internal crisis, such things will definitely occur. So to me, I think it's what
Me,
inevitable.
I believe no matter how APC is not coming together, PDP cannot win APC.
On 2023 general election.
No matter how divided this APC, no matter how divided they are, PDP cannot win.
When you say PDP cannot win on the basis, how do you
APC is like a court
it
kind of
doesn't
party.
matter. A court party, the 2019 election, you should have known where Nigerians wanted and where Nigerians were actually heading to. Even not for the fact that 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 some PDP governors defected to join APC. PDP won more gubernatorial seats compared to APC. So these are just so to me. I think 2023 their chance is slim.
Let's talk about Oyesola and Aregbesola in Osun State.
Okay.
What do you think will happen today? Today they are going to choose a candidate, governorship
Now
candidate.
the present governor and the former governor of the state want to test their popularity to know who is fully on ground. And like Asiwaju is backing Oyetola, and the minister Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola is backing the former SSG of the state. So I think that is their own headache. That is their own headache because whosoever becomes the governor of the state is not going there to do anything meaningful. He's not going there to elevate. He is not going there to construct road and to bring dividends of democracy to them. It's still the same old story. Even if Oyetola emerge as the presidential candidate, still same old story. If this former SSD, the person Aregbe is backing emerge again, it's still also none of them will deliver dividends of democracy. So I think for me to come here and start saying someone will emerge, that is their own headache. That is not my own problem for
So
now.
what is your problem?
My problem for now is how to make how our national leaders to fix Nigeria. How Buhari, which we've given the mandate to become the president of this country, how can he restore back the glory in which Nigeria have lost? I know Buhari cannot do that. So now Buhari, in less than a year now, Buhari will still leave office. Now my fear is after Buhari leaves now, who will become the next president of the country? That is a very critical decision Nigerians need to take. If we bring Nigeria cannot afford to get it wrong at this critical time. Nigeria is sitting on a time bomb. My brother, I bet you, if Nigerians by mistakenly vote a man who cannot oversee the affairs of this country, my brother, Nigeria is doomed.
Okay.
Because at this point, we've seen how things are. We've seen how bad our economy is. So now, if you are canvassing for Asiwaju, I'm not saying people have diverse opinion and diverse reasons for them to campaign for whosoever they want to become president. Now, in 2015, ever since President Muhammadu Buhari has assumed office, how many times has the president gone for medical checkup?
He's not feeling so well. So
He's not feeling too well. Okay, now, Nigeria has managed that for 8 years. The president has become a tourist. He has been touring from one country to another. Now, can Nigeria still afford same man again, Bola Ahmed again? No, question. Are we going back? I mean, we are going front.
Nigeria will choose their leader.
Nigeria will not choose. Me, I will choose. Because if you allow Nigerians choose, Nigerians are just after their own pocket. Yes.
Most Nigerians. No.
Nigerians are after their pocket. I believe that this Magali and Co. they have now formed a third force. Let every Nigerian look towards that direction. It is not only Asiwaju, Atiku, Kwakwaso, this one and that. See, these same people are not taking us to anywhere. We keep, Nigeria is still, we are still stagnant in one position. So I want to appeal to Nigerians, those that have here, let them listen. Those that think Nigeria, those that have same like minds with me, please and please, 2023 should not be Atiku and Buhari and then Tinubu anymore. Let there be an upset in this country. Let there be an upset so that Nigerians can know that now the power belongs to us, not to them. If we continue like this, brother, every day we will cry. We want to live frying pan. We want that fire from Tinubu, from Buhari to Tinubu.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense.
Buhari demands EU sanctions against Coupists.
A Coupist, a man that was overthrow a democratically elected government is now saying EU should sanction Coupists. EU, I don't. Well, see, who are those in that EU self? Are they not historians? Are they not students of history? They should have told him there. They should have sanctioned him there, right and there. EU, we're supposed to see this EU. They are the problem of this country. They should have sanctioned him there. Because this is a man. I didn't mean he has allowed our democratic state since 1983. Nigeria could have been strong, vibrant, but now they're not saying so. EU too, they don't know what they are doing. Thank you for being Mr. President.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. David. Mr. Kule. Good morning, Mr. Kule.
Yeah, good morning.
Let's touch on the Toyotola. Okay, let's talk about this Toyotola as they choose their in APC. They are choosing their candidate today.
It's good morning, viewers. Good morning. Yeah, Boris, what's the guy's name? Yerioba. I need to know where that guy is from, man. I don't think he's a true Nigerian. It's just a kind of person that needs psychiatric attention. Sorry to say that. And I have no apology for him. I have no apology. So the tribalized guy is not different from Mr. Alayi. It's not different from Mr. Alayi Mohammed. Is full of lies in his mouth to diminish people and to defame people, the formation of characters. That's the complete who the guy is.
Okay, let's look at the fear of violence as APC chooses candidate today.
That's in Osun. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. That's my state. But I traveled up from. I traveled, that's maternal side. I'm so close there. And the issue there is these same guys, they've ruined Osun economy. So
same guys.
What's it called? Aregbe, Oyetola, all of them.
Oyetola not performing.
He's doing a bit of job, but what they are receiving, can they quantify it with what is on ground? When you talk about Befitis state capital, you should go and check how Osun capital Osogbo is. They are just playing politics with human life over there. They are playing politics with the citizens there. And all of them, we can imagine a doctor paying himself 30 months pension allowance from state coffer. Aregbe did it. Where are the Okoyimo? The tablets he brought for the students to be using. It's nowhere to be found any longer. Millions of naira was wasted on that project. How about the Ido-Osun, what's it called? Airstrip is the first airstrip in Nigeria, in the whole Nigeria. In that state called Osun State, you have the first airstrip in Nigeria there, where the white men, when they were, carrying out their adventures in Nigeria, that was the first place they landed. They go and Google this thing I'm saying and come back to me. I won't come here and be telling anybody it's lie here. And look at how those guys turned that state to. And go and look at the peer mates of Osun State, all other states. Go and check Cross River, Akwa Ibom. Go and check, all those states that they created them together. So what are these guys doing? They're just fighting. They're just fools fighting themselves. They're not even ashamed. Instead of coming together, how do we better? How do we better the lives of humans? And that is what we always face, Nigeria generally. That is what is slowing down the governance in this country. They will just be fighting, echo fighting. They will don't look at the masses again. It's just this one tackling this, that one tackling for their selfish interests. If I have my way, the two of them should be banished.
The two of them?
Yes, both Oyetola and what's it called? Aregbesola. And their godfather too.
Aregbesola is currently facing 165 billion naira.
It will come. It want to come for. Yeah, that's the stupidity of our politicians. You want to come for justice, and you have a skeleton. You have a bunch of skeleton in your cupboard. How do you relate that?
And yet you have people that follow.
They still have mumu now. There's still a lot of mumu in that Osun State. In that Osun State, you still have a lot of mumu, as you have all over Nigeria, all over the states in Nigeria. As you have them all over the states in Nigeria. It's just that me, I have to say the truth. And they say charity begins at home. I don't jump into people that doesn't even matter to me. I can't go to other states now and start because the state doesn't matter to me. But with the state, I know I come from and I want the betterment. Let everybody work on his governors. Charity begins at home. Because if your governor is performing well, you have less issue to do with the federal. What do I have to do in Abuja? The people in Abuja, they're just messing up. They should keep messing up. They won't have any home. You can see Mr. President's house now. You can see the house is not in order. Casino, they've taken over casino everywhere. So they just turned out Abuja to save heaven. All of them abandoned their states. All of them abandoned their home.
Most of them stayed there.
They stayed there and they will stay there permanently. So they will now be claiming indigenous of Abuja. Mr. President, I wish he could go back to Daura and start ruling from Daura and see the consequence. Because the terrorists, I've never heard that before in my life. Terrorists occupying the home state of Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of Army Staff, and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So who else is safe? Who else is safe? And a leader lead by example. When they see that the home state of Mr. President is not settled, so won't all these things be happening?
Okay. Buhari demands EU sanctions against Coupists.
Not only Coupists, not only bad leadership, not only Coupists, because bad leaders, bad leadership, bad governance is worse than Coupists. Bad leaders, bad leadership is worse than coup in a country. Because when there's a coup, you still have hope that there's element of change coming from the military for them to stabilize So he will want to advise people must come with very sound intelligence status. Not, how will EU? Why are they not saying EU should sanction corrupt leaders in Nigeria? Why is he not inviting EU to come and sanction all the governors that are looting our money, stacking our money in the EU countries?
Okay. Somebody's asking, what's your take on Yoruba Nation? Somebody's asking.
To me, if Yoruba Nation come today, I'm ready to go because I'm sick of this country. I have solidarity for Igbo anywhere he is today. I followed him up. When they massacred his house, you were here, we were criticizing the what's it called? The undercover cops, man, that did that rubbish. They will still, and no matter how they can't escape judgment, they can't escape judgment. They will still face ICC. All of them doing all this dirty job. One day, their cup will fill up, and they have their day with the International Criminal Court. Because once they are doing this thing and they are going scot-free, the madness will keep, going on like that. So we need to start checkmating all these things. If it is petition, we start writing. Let us keep writing the petition. We've never seen any Nigerian president sent to jail. Netanyahu of Israel is on his way to jail. Right? Former president of France, I want to remember his name now. He's been tried for just what you call minor offenses.
President of Egypt.
Former president, Egypt's president, likewise. What's the name? The former general that turned to civilian, that Mubarak. So why are we so exceptional in this country that we cannot send our president to jail? They said this one try, that one. We are the mumus. Because this one, that one, this one try. Just die. Some are even ready to die for Jonathan. Mumu people. All the president are saying some that they are loyal to. And it's this tribal issue that is affecting it. This president is from my side. I don't have any right to protect. You see all these mumu Nigerians you stay with. So why won't you just let everybody go on their way? Because I cannot, when you a bit, God give you wisdom to do what you can do, and you are in the midst of, retired people that don't want to go anywhere. They just want to stand by and be a religious, big up, man. Oh, this guy is from my place. I have no right to criticize him. This president, he has done nothing to me. He has done nothing to me. Nepotism. I will tell you, that's the difference between my tribe. I'm a Yoruba boy. Officer just came in there. We saw his lapses. We criticized him. Because it's from my state. He's like, no, they've never. Americans, no matter what state you come from, if you mess up, the American they will mess you up. When I die here, and you have some of your viewers that they have that nepotism in them. Is that how Nigeria? They are thinking Nigeria has to be better, but the nepotism in them is more than what Lai Mohammed, the lie from their mouth. Let's say the truth, man.
Okay, so the way forward is everybody.
That's just it. But if you come for that now, they say you want to divide Nigeria. Nigeria has already been divided. What else are we waiting for? What else are we waiting for? My brother, me, I've seen when you talk of sin in life, I've seen the good, I've seen the bad, and I've seen the ugly. When I tell you, all these guys, the businessmen you are saying, now they call themselves riches. We've been to their axis, we've been to their domain, we've been to their, I've had an handshake that never turned to cash. From them, I've seen the kind life, luxury life they live. They don't even know people suffer. They don't even know. They don't know the shanty of Agege. They don't know the shanty of Makoko. They don't know the shanty of, meanwhile, the billionaires you have over in abroad, they come down to the shanty to lift the, to lift the down-rooted people up. But yeah, it's only oppressed. This one is a billionaire. He has entered the record. Billionaires for their pockets. How many foundations do they have? You have billionaires, they are proud of their billions, but how many lives have they turned around with their billions? The American billionaires, the Western world billionaires, they're coming together to alleviate poverty, to help the less, down-rooted, because the more money you have, the more tax you pay. So they give out. But yeah, they oppress. And some mumu go, that one reach past this one. This one, you can see educated. Are we educated illiterate in this country?
And we have many of them.
We have many of them. I've been to I just try to don't mention them there. The party you go to, you see all these guys, you see the life they live. You melt. The security man alone, his house is always mansion house. Security of these guys, you see. Go to their houses. Ikoyi is not too far there. Go to their houses. I want school in Ikoyi, so I know all the secrets. The school I went through before is because of this oppression that was expelled. So what else do I want to say I'm coming for? I face it and I've been expelled from the school. And I look for another school for myself. I got to university, Polytechnic again, Ibadan Polytechnic. When Lamadeshina was there, he gave us bad policies, and we went to his office that we are going to remove you. And he has to escort us with armor tanks back, and he locked down this, shut down this. So we've been on this for a while. But when are we going to get the result? When are we going to liberate ourselves? Because you're supposed to have like-minded people that will reason along with you, but you are having awkward-minded people. Somebody, backward, and you're not telling me because you don't vote APC, you don't vote PDP. What's the difference between APC? You are castigating somebody that wants a change. A party came in, they said they are going to rule us for 60 years. You remember? That was what really annoyed me. Am I your slave that you say you are going to rule me for 60 years? Is it not true by ballot boxes, by ballot, paper? We know that one. And I said, these people is that they are looking for slaves. Okay, let us try this one coming. And we know the blunders happened. The two of them, F9 to me. The two of them. Anybody that wants to prove me wrong, you should come around and bring one. Is it not what we are suffering today? Is it not part of? Has any one of them done did they find it fit to do the refineries? Because that is where they're siphoning our money from. None of them has done it. Both PDP government, right from 1999, none of them fixed the refinery. They said turn around. Nothing is turning around. You go to barber shop now, say you want to barb, they shall always turn around. But why is our refinery not turning around? Truth has to be told, they are beneficiary of what is this mess that is going on. PDP government, APC government. And it's what the PDP do, these people too are following now. They have to know, they did more of that when they were in power.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr.
So we need all these leaders. After their tenure, we need a special corps that will try all of them and take one person as example.
What category?
You say what?
What category of leaders?
From president down to the governor, even down to the councillor. We should be bold enough to be going through our local government and start asking questions. Where I am on Island, I ask them questions. Is it our money? Is it what you guys will be using our money for? Hanging out and it doesn't speak well when you see government officials hanging out, drinking art. How was the masses? So the tax we just collecting from it is what they are using to enjoy itself. So we need to ask questions. They are all human. Okay. Now once person they die.
Okay, thank you very much. I am Mr. Rap. Good morning, Mr. Rap.
Yeah. Good morning.
From where he stops, he said he wants that all these leaders should be rounded up
And kill all of them.
You support that?
Yes, that's a good solution from Mr. Kunle. If we round the whole leaders up and do them justice, as Kunle profiled, I profess it is right to do that. That was what happened in Ghana. That's why you have sanity today in Ghanaian government. There is sanity today in Ghanaian government. Ghana has turned a little Europe in West Africa.
Nzo could try to do it.
And you see what happened was they used a military man to do it in the person of late Jerry Rawlings. Rawlings' father is from the United Kingdom. I think he's from Scotland. While Rawlings' mother is from Ghana. Ghana is the motherland. That's why he lived all his life in his mother's land. Woman is the one that has rights. Head in Ghana. Ghana is the motherland. I didn't understand. Yeah. So Rawlings did it and he succeeded. Do you understand? Ghana is enjoying the legacy of Jerry Rawlings today. That's why you have a clean, workable society today or system in Ghana. The system over there is working. You don't embezzle money in Ghana. You don't commit because you are the president and go scot-free in Ghana. Nobody's above the law in Ghana. Because they rounded up all those vultures in the past, 1980s, killed all of them, and later they give all of them state burial. Yeah, by Ado Kufo, I think one Ghana like that, Atamel. You remember those slain Ghanaian past heroes? They were killed. And that's why Ghana is working. You see, Nigeria over the years, over 60 years is not working because of what? We've not gotten it right here. As the solution profiled by Mr. Kunle, they would have rounded everybody up. Basanjo, Bajamila, David Mark, Ngige, I'm saying that. Uzodimma, Atoeze, Iwayan, Leston, Tinubu, all of them in the southwest that are political vultures, in the north that are political vultures. They should round all of them up and send them to what? To Gallo, G-A-L-L-O-W, big scissors. Europe, they use it, succeeded in European what? Revolution. When the kings in Europe think that they have the divine right to do whatever they like in Europe, Industrial Revolution kick off. Many people went down, especially the king, the queen, all of them. They were sent to the gallows. They kill all of them. You know what? Europe is working because they got it right in the past. But Nigeria is not working because we're not getting it right here. A president can commit any crime in Nigeria and get fucking scot-free. Nobody's gonna ask him anything because he has the divine right. What we are practicing here is monarchy, monarchical system of government, not democracy. No, monarchy is the system of government by the king. The king are handed the divine right of power by God, so they have right to do anything. The king can do no wrong. Thank you so much. That's a good adage from you. Good adage from you. I love that. See, it is what we are practicing in Nigeria today. That's why you see our society. Anybody could commit crime and goes country. Look at an ordinary police officer has committed what no man has ever committed before and goes country, and he's walking freely on the street of Abuja, attending clubs after club, enjoying himself after murdering many thousands in the southeastern Nigeria, many thousands in Lagos State when he headed SAS department at area F, pitch of violence. I listen to him. He committed all these crimes today and he is walking free. Now, he has been indicted on what drug offense. He's running a cartel that runs from Nigeria to Ethiopia, Ethiopia to Brazil, Brazil to United States of America. And he is still blabbing, boasting, dragging it with law. See, let me tell you, it is Abakari that is going to catch up with the law. Nigerian law is not going to catch up with Abakari. Say I say it in the future. Because what? Abakari is from North. Abakari is from North. The Northern man in Nigerian government has not done anything wrong in their lives. Any Northern man, Hausa man in Nigerian government has not done anything wrong. They are always right. Whatever they commit, they are right. They go scot-free because they have the will rights from the Britain, notorious Britain, to rule Nigeria, to commit anything they want on this land called Nigeria. This land has been taken dry for hunger. I repeat it again. Nigerian land is a land that has been taken dry for hunger over the years because Hausa man, not, they are in control. That is what the plan Britain had for Nigeria is failing or is failed. The plan Britain had for Nigeria after independence or before independence is that we should remain like this. British man don't like you because you enjoy it. The British don't like you if you enjoy it. The British likes you if you are crying. Of what excruciating pain? The British, they don't like Nigerians. That's why our situation is like that. The British, they quite know that it is time for Dudu Republic to go their way. Igbo has no business staying indoor. In Cotonou, in detention. The British, they keep mum. The British knows that it is the right time for Biafra to go. Let Biafra off the hook. Let Igbo man go. The Britain is not happy. The British, they are not happy. That's why Biafra is here suffering as slaves. While people that came in as vandals, invaders, nomads from Futajelon Highland of Senegambia are still the king here. Because they have the sword, they have the blade, they have the gun. But my question is, how long is it going to last? Can you shoot and shoot? Can you throw spear and javelin? and keep on throwing it until Jesus comes. It's a lie.
You see that story? Abakari said IPOB is persecuting him.
Yes, IPOB is the one that is prosecuting Abakari.
Persecuting.
Yes, persecuting him, because whatever a man soweth in this life, so shall he reap. A man soweth, he reapeth. He soweth good, he reapeth good. He soweth bad, he reaps bad. Abakari is at the helm of Biafra, indigenous people of Biafra problem in the southeastern Nigeria. I'm saying that. And it has come back to him now because Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu prophesied that Abakari will leave his office in shame. You don't play with a man that fast and fast, pray and pray unto the Lord God of Abraham. 150 days is fasting, praying. They look down on him, it's not easy. Nnamdi Kanu is a spiritual man. He is a special one. Some people are annoyed now because I am eulogizing the gentleman. I'm bringing him up because he wants it. So why are you people annoyed with me? No, don't vex with me. Remember that Igbowo is on the top because he has started doing the right thing. I eulogize. I always bring Igbowo up. Don't crucify me yet. Don't crucify me yet. Nand is doing the right thing. You that is annoyed over there, you that is very, very angry with me, thinking that I'm using this platform to promote what? I'm from the Dutch nation, and I'm proud of that. So if you don't like it, don't allow me to throw another curse at you. But remember, IPOB is the reason why Abakari is getting off the hook and going into the hook again. In and out of trouble, into the trouble again. We are not the cause. What he has done is running after him. The Lord God of Israel is against Abakari, is against. Should I give another name? Brutal. Brutal is brutality. Brute. A brute. A bitch is a female dog that gives birth so new. Any female dog that gives birth, don't near him or her. If you near the dog that gives birth very new, you will regret it. Abakari is a brute. He is a bitch. He has been killing across the country. Innocent Nigerian youth. Abakari was the one reason why Nigerian youth, barely 2 years ago, initiated across the whole country called Nigeria what is tagged today, NSAS. And that was one of the person that partook on that drama to emphasize to people, to show to people the brutality.
Somebody saying Abakari is not alone.
Abakari is not alone. That's good. Federal government of Nigeria is with him. Buhari is with him. Police Inspector General is with him. If these guys are not with him, he will have no reason to remain here now. When the Igbo youth committed Yahoo, how many years ago? FBI came here. Who allowed those FBI to come here and whisk off the whole Igbo youth? 79 in number. Who are behind it? Buhari and his cronies. Kapal, El-Rufai, Abakari, Buhari. Are you listening to me? Brutai, First Mustafa. Are you listening to me? It's the General Police then. His name, Idris. I don't know the other name, but it's by Idris. The one that left before the coming in of this one. Because they are Igbo youths. They have no backing. Nobody should tell lie. Behind them, nobody is going to defend them. They are Igbos, the Hebrews, the Hebrews. They don't have supporters anywhere they go. People hate them. Nigeria hates them. Yes, in the north, they were hated everywhere. They whisked them off into the United States, and they are serving various jail tenures because they are Igbos. Why so much hatred and abhorrence against the Igbos? Yeah, no, it's a question. Why so much? A police officer is supposed to live by example because he's one of the arms of the government that do what? Protects or execute or implement the law. Now, he has gone against the law. Over the years now, nobody is asking him questions because he has his father at Asoro. The police are shielding him. The IG of police, if not that, the boss, NDLA boss, Pupa Marwa, played along, used his brain. He tried well when he was ruling Lagos as a sole military administrator during the Abacha regime. He doesn't hide the truth. He played along He told his guys, NLA officers, fly along with him, use detective devices so that he will no longer deny it. He's a crafty snake because he's among Nigeria police officers. Nigerian police authority will not allow the world to know we are saying the truth. Play along. They play along. They caught him on the video. There's no way Abakari goes scot-free. That's why he is down now.
Okay, Buhari demands EU sanctions against Coupists.
How can a Coupist demand EU sanction for his fellow Coupists? Yes. Let me tell you what transpired in 1983, 31st December. New Year Eve.
31st December.
Yes, 1983. We all woke up. We had military, or you call it martial music. It was a coup led by Sani Abacha. General Sani Abacha led that coup there. No, he was the one who led the coup. He executed the coup against Shagari for Buhari. Shagari was ousted by who? By who? Their so-called president, who went to EU to protest against Coupists across the globe, across Africa, especially West Africa, where soldiers can do as they like. Are EU nations, member nations, dons? Are they fools? How could Buhari go there and tell them to fight against his accomplice? No, they're not Coupists in Burkina Faso, those Coupists in Gambia. I listen to me. They are his accomplices. They are his guys. You don't want them to seize power the way you seized power in 1983, December at first. Why? You have no need business to be there. If EU could be a good EU, if EU can stand by their objectivities, Buhari is supposed to be arrested in Belgium.
So he has immunity.
No. Ask me why. He's a criminal who is trying to solicit for his accomplice in crime.
Immunity as the president.
There is no immunity against the law. Nobody is above the law. Law stands against any culprit, anybody culpable to any crime. You must answer to that crime. Buhari cannot provide that kind of, like a suggestion. Sure, understand? Let us go against Coupists. While you were Coupists, they're supposed to arrest him. Okay? Even though that they use, what do you call it? Wuru democracy, kick Jonathan out of office. Buhari ousted Jonathan in 2015 by what I always tag palace coup. Skin room. He sent his other fellow generals. I mentioned them: Obasanjo, Abdul Salam, Theophilus Danjuma, Babangida. They were there in the sitting room. They put pressure on Jonathan. They compelled and forced this gentleman. He surrendered and considered defeat from a man who has no certificate, from a man who did not attend the university, from a man who has whose document indicated that he would have no reason to rule Nigeria. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
Jonathan considered defeat from a man. He should have probed since and tell him, okay, you are not qualified to be a Nigerian president. But these generals ousted Jonathan again. I'm telling you, this in 2017, 2015 was Buhari's second coup in Nigeria. Second coup. I'm telling you. Then came 1919, another coup. Some persons use money. Some persons use power, weapons, and ousted and denied Nigerians their rights. The entire electorate in the north, southwest, southeast, all of them were denied of their rights in 2019. The same coup, money for money, fire for fire. What else do you want me to say?
Somebody saying that he thought you were saying this Buhari is not the real Buhari. Why are you not saying?
Yes.
Why?
That person is trying to regurgitate another controversial issue and they, throw it open on this stage because, of course, we know that Buhari is dead. Somebody is playing Buhari. He convinced you that he's sending this question or criticism to me. You are convinced that it's Buhari. And I'm telling you, and I still believe it's not Buhari. So what else do you want us to do? Provided the police, the soldier, the politicians, everybody, the kings, all the monarchs in Nigeria, even the first-class monarchs, they believe that it's Buhari. Who are we? The common man. Now they can't tell you that man is not Buhari. You cannot blame him because he has information first class every day. I can't blame that gentleman. And to the people he's talking to, I lay all my blames on them because they don't give listening ear to him. They don't consider what he's saying. Are you listening to me? Buhari is dead. We know that. Abakar is dead. Mama Ndaura, his nephew is dead. That one is a shame to them. A great blow. Because Nandi told them about Abakari. He told them about all of them. And it happened. So Mama Ndaura, they said, no, we can never concede defeat on that one. We are going to concede his dead body, corpse, in Dubai. Another regime that comes, they will announce it that Ndaura is dead. Because Nandi Kanu has put shame on their face. He painted all their faces with charcoal, black. They are hiding in shame. That's why they could not let him off the hook. Some motherfuckers who don't believe Biafra, I say fuck you, wherever you are.
Thank you very much.
Fuck us, man.
Thank you. My God. Come to the end of Bystanders and Newsstand this morning. Thank you very much for being part of the program, Mr. Jarek, Mr. Kunigas. Thank you very much. World Views, Anna Ebuka, Levi Nati. Yeah, I like your statement. In 1984, January 1, 1984, Happy New Year, Happy New Government. After the coup by Buhari, then Nelson Gilbert, thank you very much. Many other persons. Stumaker, thank you. Mr. Noche, thank you. I want to say a big thank you to CK. Thank you very much. A wonderful man. He has been so wonderful. There are very few people, and there are very few people. I'll say thank you now. Until Monday, as we meet by God's grace, I'm present. We meet here on the same place, the same platform, the same time. On Monday, we start by 9. Thank you very much. I will say bye for now.
Don't worry, tap anyone. Tap up. Smell up your nose. Smell up your nose. How they smell, please? Smell up. Tap another one again. Tap another soul. Tap another